My bad, I'm breathing hard, guys. The life of being 300 pounds, even though I chose that. But anyway, so I'll be honest with you, I'm not doing a great job at the video portion of YouTube. I've been stuck in this rut of like, I want to be more creative, and I don't want it to be the same thing. But then, I watch a bunch of different YouTubers who do lifting. It's like, you got the guys who just record, edit, post. You got the guys who do the crazy stuff like Russ and all these different angles and stuff. And I think I'm just do a mixture of both. I think if I'm in a position where I can't get a lot of angles, or I'm really locked in on a training session, I'm gonna try not to stress myself about it too much. I want it to be an enjoyable process. So I'm trying to let it come natural to me. So y'all bear with me. But YouTube videos are coming out this week. 100%. So I'm gonna right now I'm just gonna run y'all through a little bit of what's happening. So Saturday I trained at Mississippi Muscle. It was not a great day training. I was more focused on Brandon's lift because it was the end of my intro week into the 4 blocks of the off season. So I was kind of tired, was fatigued, didn't eat a whole lot Saturday. I had traveled home, and Brandon had a big end of the off-season day. I let him have a little bit of fun, and overall it was a good day. He hit 640 on squat. We barely missed 395 on bench, and then I think he messed around and hit 585 on deadlift just to do it. So I wasn't too focused on my workout that day. That's on me though. I got to do better as the older brother. But that day also, I always do a burnout of push-ups, so I always try to challenge myself to hit some reps, and it was 75. And I got to about the 50-55 range, and right here, and it's the pectoral minor that connects right to your shoulder. I had a little bit of a strain. It wasn't a tear. I am very aware of my body, and I think I'm smart enough to know when to push through something and when not to push through something. And I don't mess around with pec tears. I've never had one, but I've seen what happens. And a lot of it is just being a little bit of stubbornness when people get them, or people obviously that you see most of the time get them are really big bodybuilders who don't take care of their shoulder mobility and are juiced up. No offense to them, but not me. So a lot of times you don't see guys who are natural and get a lot of pec tears, but you do see guys get a lot of pec strains. And since I've moved my bench grip out like a half-inch wider, I've dealt a little bit more with pec soreness. But I've been pushing and pushing and pushing the volume, and I think I've reached my ends on where I think I can top out volume-wise, which is a good data point. Me being a numbers guy, I really like seeing that, where I can go. So it just means like one more set or a little bit more or less on the volume on back downs, and I'll be fine. With me catching it so early, Sunday I wasn't very attentive to it. I kind of just chilled out Sunday. Obviously it's my rest day and I came back home, and this was the first full week of back to work at school. So Sunday I really just chilled out. And then Monday I came and squatted. The good thing is it does not bother me on anything else other than when I'm in the deep part of my press, which right now I don't feel it even when I do this. So it means we're getting better. I pride myself on those type of things. If I have a little minor injury that I rehab, I do a lot of studying on it, just because I want to be prepared. But anyway, so Monday I went to go bench, and I felt it even with just the bar. As soon as I got down to this point right here with the bar and I went to go press, I'd feel that slight pinch. Now, I'm not a therapist or a PT or anything like that, a doctor that's certified to say, is it a full-on strain? Is it 100% my pec minor or my shoulder? I've narrowed it down enough to be able to target the area and know, my bad, that's on me. I've narrowed it down to be able to know what area it is and be able to adjust it with a few different rehab things. So, I basically just did the bar, threw a plate on there, felt it a little worse, and I was like, that's it. And even I felt unstable. I went to even put 225 on there just to see, because I am a believer on you don't need to not do anything. You need to do something. There's something in the gym that can be done regardless of your injury, unless it's like a huge surgery type injury. If it's anything minor, you don't just sit out. I went through that my whole football career, and that's not something that I do. There's something that can be done. Now, I took it upon myself to ice it, do the basic things. I didn't 100% ice it like repetitively. I just iced it a couple times, massaged it. I do a lot of like just really digging in there, kind of like deep tissue stuff, and then did some shoulder rotation mobility stuff at the house, and just kind of did that stuff like a couple times the last couple nights, and just focused on eating a lot more, because I know that at the end of the day, eating and drinking is going to help me recover. So came into this session as a main bench day and said, if it hurts, I'm going to go, the whole idea is I'm going to go until I feel pain. Not soreness, not tightness, pain. So I was looking for that pinching sensation. So I got up to 225 again today, and was able to actually bench press it. And I was tempoing it, and just being slow, press, tempo, press, tempo, just like get a little bit more push out of it every time. And I can feel it, but it wasn't a whole lot. So I think I could have really went up to 275, but it was only like a 6 RPE top set today of like 3 or 4 reps. So I just stopped at 225, knocked it down, and banged out some 8 sets of 8 with 135, just to get blood in there. At the end of the day, if you have a strain, you can't be in that idea that I got to get stronger right now. It feels good. No, it needs blood to recover and get a little bit pumped up. So did that, and then fun fact, if you ever have this problem, a pec minor strain, if you have that pain deep in this press position, you can do this press position. So I did a lot of overhead today. I just doubled up to make up for the volume. I did some strict press overhead, which I'm so happy I was able to do. I love those. I'm so weak on the overhead press on a barbell. I've been doing them on dumbbells for so long. So I did it on barbell, and then it wasn't a lot of weight. And then we have a machine at the field house called a super cat machine. And this is a shout out to Coach Feaster. He put me on a shoulder, like a Viking press variation. I love Viking press. It's a strongman event. Now they just do it on the super cat, but basically what it's called is a Viking press. And I'm glad we have something like that, because it puts you more in a position like this, like pressing out. Did Mio reps on that, which is just rest pause sets of 12 to 15. And then after that, I finished up my shoulder tees and rear delts, which I recorded the whole workout, guys. Y'all see that on the YouTube video. And but yeah, guys, I feel great right now, and I'm excited to be able to bench again on Saturday. I'm hoping Saturday will be the day that I'll be able to work back up to it and get right back into it next week. But we'll see. So besides that, guys, again, I apologize for the lack of the videos and content. I do have a lot going on, coming back to work and things like that. I am starting a podcast coming up with a good friend of mine, Connor, and obviously my little brother will be in it. But I'm starting a podcast, and I'm starting more coaching content on my other Instagram, my coaching Instagram. So I'm going to start doing coaching content and a podcast. So all that stuff's kind of been in the works the last week. I think there's no time better than now to start pushing that type of content. So y'all be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. I'll be posting on my regular Instagram. And again, like I said, the podcast will be, we'll actually have our first episode this weekend, so I'll probably have it uploaded Sunday night. But yeah, guys, that's enough yapping for now. Just wanted to keep y'all updated. And I will get back with you on Thursday whenever I hit RDLs. And then y'all should see episode 2 and 3 coming up at the end of this week, going into early next week. So I'm filming the outro here. It's Sunday. It's kind of late. I was finishing up editing the episode 2 of the accountability series. Just trying to keep y'all updated and keep uphold my promise on these episodes. Just wasn't a whole lot of talking in it, so I figured I needed to have like kind of a rundown of what was going on all week. So this was the last week without basically training without Brandon, because he had been home all week and he starts college back up this week, and then the first full week of me back in work and school and all that. So just trying to balance all of that. But y'all seen kind of a little bit of me talking on Wednesday when I did my secondary bench, and I was done with a Pec Strain. And now as of Saturday, my Pec Strain is pretty much 95 to 99%. I'm not 100% yet because I still got to work on some of the stabilization, which I'll work on tomorrow. But yeah, just want to kind of give y'all a rundown. Squats and everything have been feeling good. Obviously, y'all seen my deadlift day. There's really no deadlifting in it. It's just RDLs. It's just something I want to try for this block, see how well it does for me, and then just dealing, like I said, getting through the Pec Strain. Now that I'm pretty much good, I'll hit bench pretty hard this week volume wise, and then let the intensity ramp up as I go. But yeah, besides that, guys, man, I just wanted y'all to be caught up with what's going on. Next time I start recording will be tomorrow, and me and Brandon will be at Fitness Depot. We'll probably train at Fitness Depot majority of the time throughout the week while we're here, and then on the weekends we'll go home and train. And y'all are probably thinking like, man, dude, you doing all this traveling and driving back and forth. Look, at the end of the day, man, the most important thing to me is how well my brother does and how successful he is. But basically what I'm saying, obviously, like, when we're the best, I think, is when we're training together and when we're training in a spot that we're comfortable in, and that's definitely back home. We train a lot better there. So we'll go back home this weekend again, and we'll hit our training sessions. But this is week 1 of CNATS prep for him. He's got 12 weeks until Collegiate Nationals, which will be in Oklahoma City. And right now we're going to start the push for that. So everything that I do from here on out will be to aid him in that process and kind of get me through my off-season stuff before I start prep again in late spring. But until then, guys, I'll catch back up with y'all on Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. And until then, guys.